In the Nordic countries, we have some quite unique habits when it comes to creating a happy life you love. The more I have met people from other countries and other cultures, the more I have realized that I am pretty Nordic with everything that I do and say, but I believe that to be pretty cool because I like our way of life. In this video, I will share 10 Nordic habits for self-care and happiness. Number 1, taking and giving personal space. In the North, we like to respect the boundaries of others. If they want to have some individual space for themselves, we want to give that. And also we want to take that because we know that we really need that. So this concept of personal space, it goes beyond the physical space as well. It's also for like mental space, that you need time for yourself, and we really understand that in the Nordic cultures. It's not a shame if you don't want to go out, for example, and you want to stay at home and do whatever you want to do right now. It's definitely seen as a self-care act more than being, for example, an antisocial person. And this reduces so much the expectations and the social pressure that you always have to be going somewhere or telling where you have been, and you can just do whatever you want to do. Number 2, authentic expressions. When we are smiling or when we are laughing, those are our genuine reactions. We don't like to fake anything or show any feelings or emotions just to be nice. Of course, it's sometimes a negative thing, but when you see a smile, when you see somebody laughing, that's really true laugh. And I believe that this authenticity helps a lot to create deep relationships, deep and meaningful relationships with people, because there's the trust behind it. And also, as an introvert, this helps so much that I don't have to be faking something in a conversation. And overall, we have a high trust society. And I'm not saying that this is the only thing that is causing it, but when you express yourself authentically, when you are real with your emotions, with your intentions, it helps so much to create the trust wherever you are. Number 3, nature and silence. With this, I mean spending time regularly in nature. For example, I'm here right now filming this, and in silence. I don't necessarily mean that you go once a year camping or you go for a walk in a forest once a month. I mean almost daily, at least weekly. You go somewhere to walk, have a picnic, or go to your local park, things like that, where you are really connected with nature and not just have buildings and advertisements and all these things all around you all the time. At least for me, this reduces so much the stress and anxiety. When you can connect with the nature, you can find the peace, the mental clarity, and just basically be in silence. For me, I use this also as a way to boost my creativity and focus when I don't need to be constantly thinking about something or doing something. And many times I get the best ideas or solve big problems in my life by not doing anything, when I'm just having a walk in the forest. Number 4, regular physical activity. And with this, I don't mean working out every day or things like that. I mean doing small acts, like daily acts that are exercise or help your fitness, your health. For example, using the stairs instead of the elevator, cycling to work or to school instead of driving there, using standing desks at your work instead of just sitting all day, and taking active breaks. When you just go out, you stretch, maybe you throw some hoops, play basketball, things like that. Or this could be as simple as walking to places, when you go to your local grocery store or visit your friend's house or things like that. Every day, small acts you decide to do with a little bit more effort and not always go the easy way. We do this so much in the North. So I guess we could call this like holistic health, viewing physical activity as a key component to health and not just like something you have to do or do these extreme exercises and then have this extreme rest, but having a few of these little decisions every single day. The 5th Nordic habit is community work and spirit. Not sure if this is more a mindset than a habit, but still very important. We have a lot of these projects that we do as a community, especially maintenance projects. For example, taking care of parks, gardens, in general, infrastructure that the city is not taking care of. So if you have local areas, taking care of those together. So you set a time, you set a place, everybody brings maybe something, and then you do that work together. And of course, all this is voluntary. Nobody's forced to do any labor if they don't want to, but many people decide to do so because you get to know your neighbors so much better, and it creates these bonds between the people that are living in the same area. I think in general, working together is an excellent way to connect with others. I know a person that hosted an event like this to build an entire stands for a football stadium. It was quite small field, but there were stands for hundreds of people, and they did it overnight. Just ask a whole bunch of people in the football community, and overnight they created this whole stadium from just using nails and planks and hammers, and it was amazing. I know this might not be possible in all the parts of the world, but you can be the one starting things as well, to have that initiative to ask people to do something like that if you know that there's a project that you would really like to get done in your neighborhood. The habit number 6 is active listening. We really like to listen carefully what other people have to say and respect that it's their turn to speak now. So it's our turn to focus on the listening and their turn to speak, and not interrupt them and say what is on my mind right now. We are not afraid of the pauses in the conversations. We know that those are important, the pauses. They are not just awkward, because people many times need the time to think about what they want to say, and also give the opportunity to articulate the things better. This leads to less misunderstandings, and people really feel heard when you're not constantly interrupting them, trying to tell them what you think about this and what they should do. And since this has been the standard for me for years, I sometimes or many times feel lost in conversations with foreigners because I need the time to think and to answer. And when the conversation is going from a topic to topic so quickly, it's so hard for me to keep up with that, because I want to talk about the thing, or I'm still thinking about the thing that we talked about 2 minutes ago. But the conversation has already gone way that way. So yeah, I think in general, just take your time when you're having a conversation and remember to listen carefully. The 7th one is lagom, which in Swedish language means not too much, not too little, just the right amount. And it's a philosophy that aims to create balance in the everyday life, having moderation in everything, that being the key, focusing on quality and sustainability over excess, being present and enjoying these simple joys in life, which I'm definitely doing right now here, cultivating gratitude and awareness of your surroundings, and then this overall work-life balance, to manage time effectively, set boundaries, and then realize that there are so much more in life than just work. And then I would also say it's a lot about intentional living, making intentional choices, thinking about what are the consequences of your own actions, whether they are positive or negative. Number 8, which I like a lot, cold plunges, and this can be done with or without sauna. In Finland, at least, we do this many times with sauna, so you first get yourself warm and then go to very cold water. The cold water triggers the release of endorphins, and that means that you are releasing stress and starting to feel peaceful. I also use it for other good benefits, like have a good focus because you really are awake after being in cold water, but also physical benefits, like it helps to improve the blood circulation. So after workouts, that's excellent habit to have. In Finland, we do this so much during the winter, but I think even if you don't have lakes or seas next to you, even cold showers do this exact same thing. Number 9, sisu. This is a Finnish concept, a Finnish word, and it means perseverance or resilience. It is a habit that we have when we are facing challenges, to confront those, find the inner mental strength and believe in yourself that you can do it. When I have made changes in my life, I have used this to not get paralyzed by the fear, but push forward and understand through that self-reflection and self-discovery that I am on the right path and I can do this. I trust myself, to create the confidence. I think sisu is a lot about that. It's to find the courage within and do it anyway, even if you are afraid to make changes in your life. And then also learning from failures, that if there's a setback, you don't let it immediately like stop you doing that thing, but you keep going, you continue, you learn from the mistake and see it as an opportunity, a stepping stone to get to the next level. And you can use this in all areas of life. It's not just about hustling or work. Also, when you are simplifying life, I think you need sisu because it's not always so easy. Number 10, seasonal adaptations. In the north, adapting to different seasons is not only a practical necessity, but also a deeply ingrained tradition that promotes well-being, connection to nature, and appreciating all the seasons of life, not just one or two. During the winter, we have hygge, which is another Nordic word. It's Danish, and it means basically to have this warm blankets and soft lights like candles, warm drinks, and have this relaxation during the period of winter, fostering this sense of well-being and comfort, not trying to push things. During summer, we of course take the most out of the light and the warmth that we have, so spending a lot of time outdoors, doing a lot of outdoor activities, spending time in nature, doing some hiking or berry picking, and then in autumn we do some mushroom picking as well. And as a minimalist, what helps me a lot in the seasonal adaptation is to put away all the clothes that I use during winter when it's the summer, or when it's the summer I put away all the heavy winter clothes, that they are not just creating clutter in my closet. If you live in a totally different culture and environment, climate, maybe you cannot use all these habits, but I hope you got some inspiration from this video. If you'd like to see another good video from me, watch this video next. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to stay kind and meaningful in your own beautiful journey. See you in the next one. Ciao.